I'm not even laughing. I'm not. No, I'm not.
Hi, honey buns. I'm coming to you because your girl is having a problem, and I need to know if it's me. If it's me, please let me know. But I've been filled out 200 applications since May 24th. And it's not like I am applying for jobs that I am not qualified for. I am applying for jobs that I am very much qualified for. I have 10 years in the hospitality industry. I've worked for restaurants. I've been a team lead. I've been a server lead. I've been a bartender. I've done it all. But it seems like I cannot get hired. And then I am getting interviews. Like I even applied for Walmart and everything. And I'm getting interviews, but it's just like I'm not getting hired. So is it me? And then it's to the point where I even went in on the Indeed and I put in jobs that just posted. And as soon as you call them on Monday after you fill out the application, we're not hiring. Then why did you post the ad?
Serious question. Is anybody else out there trying to get a job in the real world and the places are actively hiring but not hiring? I have a story. Y'all, I have a story for this, but I'm not going to it right now. But, like, seriously. Like, am I the only one experiencing this, or is this, like, a worldwide thing? Because I don't understand.
So I've been hearing a lot of people talking about job searches lately. And just how difficult it's been nowadays just to obtain a simple job. Like, when I'm telling you retail is complicated, freaking being a maintenance man is complicated nowadays. Like, you literally have to apply to over 300 jobs on LinkedIn and Indeed just to get an interview. And even when you get the interview, you'll do like 3 rounds and then they still won't hire you. And you know what I noticed lately? There's a lot of jobs that will sit here and they will say, oh yeah, we're going to give you a call back. You'll get a round 2. You're definitely moving on, and then they'll ghost you. Now, I'm used to the whole we'll get back to thing, but what is up with these jobs literally lying to you nowadays? And what's funny to me is that they use these assessments and all this AI and stuff in hopes to like rule out the good candidates for the job. And those are literally the worst candidates you can pick. A freaking robot doing AI on my resume along with you sitting here giving me an assessment to mind fuck me is not going to determine whether or not I'm a good candidate for the job. You know what will do that though? The experience you fiend so hard for me to have when I was getting my first job. Like, when I tell you, literally every job is telling me, you need experience. When I was going to get my first job when I was like 16, I remember it took me even then like 100, 200 applications before I finally got a job. And that was because I Googled a few places, and there were some places that my mom's friends from work told me about that were great places to get your first job. My first job was at Staples. But even during that time, McDonald's required assessments. The reason why I finally got into McDonald's when I was like 17, 18 was because my sister used to work at that job and she got me hired. So I had a contract job maybe in April, and it ended. It was like a 6-month contract. And since then, I've been looking for a job. Like, literally, unemployment even has a problem with giving me unemployment. Anytime I book a gig on set as like background, regardless of me having this money, they will prevent my unemployment. So currently I'm just looking for jobs, and so far no luck, but fingers crossed. It's just like this economy has been really bad. Food prices, traveling prices, the prices for me to do anything is just skyrocketed, along with you can't get a job.
Yo, I'm so fucking pissed off, and I don't even come out here crying. I look fucking crazy. I put this hat on, but I'm so over this job market situation. Like, I'm so over it. How you take me on a 4-interview journey for like the past 3 weeks? Just a 4-interview journey. And then I follow up a week and a half later to see what's up. And you taught me the team has been out of office, so unfortunately, like, it's not the ideal situation, but she doesn't have news for me. To then the very next day, literally an hour ago, it's 8:04 a.m. to send me an email that the position was recently filled. And you couldn't tell me that yesterday. Like, how you take me on this 4-interview journey to tell me no? And I know it happens to a lot of people, but this is so fucking frustrating because it's been months since I've been like trying to. This has to be the most frustrating thing ever, bro. It should not be this hard to get a fucking job.
Okay, so I wanted to address a topic that I think is really important for people to know, and TikTok seems the best place to find it and spread the word. Okay, the topic is jobs. Everybody who's been looking has on Indeed, everywhere else, is like, oh my gosh, there's a ton of jobs out there. There is no reason for someone not to have a job. That is a lie. Okay, and I will explain why. Okay, the reason this is a lie is because we're going to start with my first person that I know. He has 25 plus years as a skilled labor worker. Okay, these are just jobs that you have to go to school. You have to be a intern or apprentice to go on. Lost his job in October, and ever since has been looking for a job, and not just here, but countrywide. So, I mean, everywhere in the country he's been applying for hundreds of jobs since October. He's only gotten a few callbacks. One offered $9 an hour for 25 years plus as an HVAC tech/supervisor. Wow. Another one only offered $12 an hour, part-time. You can't live on that, okay? So, of course, he had to turn those two down because he can't. And those were like completely like states away. So he couldn't just uproot his whole family and not be able to afford it. So that's the first one. Okay, the second one has been a person who wanted to get a different job because her job started treating her very badly and really abusing the situation. So she wanted to look for another job, but she didn't want to quit first. So she's been looking for a year. She has applied for every job, including manager jobs. She has 10 plus years as a worker and then 5 plus as a supervisor in this job. So she has been applying for hundreds of jobs. Nothing. She's only gotten callbacks for maybe $8-9 an hour. She really needs more than that because of what she's making now. She has overhead, house, animals and stuff like that. She finally did land one that paid the good money, but it took her a year of applying for every job that came up on Indeed and locally in our paper. So it took her a year. Okay, that's with the hundreds of jobs listed every day. A year. Now we're going to go to another person who just recently lost her job, I think about 2 months ago. She has been trying to find another job. She lost her apartment, so she had to move in with a friend. We are actually fostering her animals right now. And she has been applying for any job. And she's not even requiring what she was making before, which was quite a bit of money. She just wants a job so she can have some money. Nobody's calling her back. She got one call back, and that was from a bank, making $8 an hour, $8.50, part-time. And she would have took it, but it was over 175 miles away. She would have to drive for a long time just to go to this job and back. The gas alone would eat up her income. So she had unfortunately turned that job down. And she has been looking for months. And this is with hundreds of jobs available in our area. Now this leaves me with my last 3 people that I know are looking for a job. Now, they don't have like an education, like a degree. They don't have anything except years of working on jobs. So they just have on-hand experience, which should be enough. But around here, they have applied, and they can only go locally because they can't go that far. So that does limit their options a little bit. But they have been applying for jobs for months, including someone I know really close to me. She has been applying for jobs for 6 months. No one is calling her back. She got one denial email, and that's it. And that was from Target. We'll talk about Target later. But these people are all applying. Everybody is applying for jobs over and over and over and not even getting a call back or email. And if they do it, it's a joke offer. Okay. So please, when you have friends or family or just anybody who is saying, I am really trying to find a job, please believe them. I mean, yeah, we do have people that don't want to work, and so they just act like they're doing it so that they can make it look like they're trying. But a majority of the people are looking for jobs, and they're looking for jobs where they can live on their wages and not have to have 2 or 3 jobs because they have children. It's just not happening. Nobody's hiring. Everybody's saying, oh, we are hiring, just please come apply, and they don't hire nobody. And it's a joke. And I actually will make a video of 2 locations here that have been saying they're hiring, and I actually applied for it and got denied even with my experience. So I will make videos about them later. But please, please believe people when they say they're trying, okay? And they really are, and they're just not hiring people.
I'll make this video real quick. I haven't been on lately, but I don't want to hear any of these companies talking about these kids are lazy, they don't want to go work, jobs are out there, go get them. That's a bunch of bullshit. You know how I know? Because my son's been applying to all these big companies. Companies like Kroger, McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts, Chick-fil-A, Target, all declined his application, including Cinemark. Shame on you guys. Shame on you guys for, putting all these lies out there about these kids not wanting to work. Yes, they do. You guys are not hiring them, and then that's your excuse for not hiring them. Or the excuse, well, we don't do it here, but, it happens at another place. It's a bunch of bullshit. And how you figure you're going to get your new workforce? You're going to work Gen X until we die? Because that's what it sounds like. We're getting old too. You're going to need the new people. You're going to need the younger kids. We're going to need to train those young kids. How you expect these things to work? Shame on you guys. Shame on you guys for not hiring these young kids and giving them a chance to develop those communication and customer service skills. You know what? I'm mad at Walgreens too. They also declined his application. Shame on you guys. This is his first job. A lot of these kids, this is their first job. And you're declining applications for whatever reason. You don't have to give him a ton of hours, but the experience that he's going to get is going to be lifetime. So shame on you for not giving him an opportunity. Shame on you for not giving these other kids an opportunity and making up excuses. You are the ones perpetuating the situation. You're the ones that's making it worse. That's all I gotta say.